Thank you. Okay, before talking about the specific community curriculum project I was involved in, which is centred on ancient Greece, I want to talk briefly about the concept of a community curriculum. This is something that colleagues in the Centre for Learning and Teaching at Newcastle University have been researching, and they're looking at the processes and benefits of creating curricula that move beyond the classroom. Basically, a community curriculum involves pupils undertaking projects using community assets and resources. The curriculum is planned and delivered with people from outside of the school, and it aims to encourage student curiosity, creativity and responsibility. Key to the community curriculum is the notion of some kind of end product with a public audience, underlining the emphasis on connecting with places and people outside of the school. A community curriculum promotes different kinds of learning experiences, foregrounding creativity and hands-on approaches. And the Centre for Teaching and Learning has produced a useful guide to community curriculum making, and this is actually available online. The specific project I was involved in was a collaboration between Newcastle University's School of History, Classics and Archaeology, my own institution, the Great North Museum, and West Jesmond Primary School, which is a large, diverse inner-city school in the city of Newcastle. The Great North Museum is home to the Shefton collection of Greek archaeology, which is named after Professor Brian Shefton, who established the collection. The use of this collection by local schools is well established, but we wanted to deeply embed this collection in a new curriculum. And if we have a look at the English national curriculum, it demands the study of ancient Greece at what is called Key Stage 2. This is 7 to 11-year-old pupils. But the guidance in the curriculum is really limited. You just get this one phrase: pupils should be taught a study of Greek life and achievements and their influence on the Western world. So this gives us plenty of scope to develop a curriculum that plays to the strengths of the collections in the Great North Museum. We launched the project in the museum itself, and pupils from Year 4 at West Jesmond Primary School were encouraged to look at any of the Greek objects we have on display that interested them and generate their own questions about these objects, as well as using iPads to photograph the exhibits and record their observations. In collaboration with the teachers at the school, we created lesson plans and associated activities for delivery in school, and to these we added a series of weekly workshops where we actually went into the school, often with student volunteers, and delivered activities ourselves in the classroom. We organised our work around key objects from the Shefton collection, and this acted as a starting point for lessons and creative activities. We also organised the curriculum around a number of themes, and you can see them here: religion and myth, the Olympic Games, warfare, houses and people, some of the themes we used. At the end of the project, we organised an activity day in the museum itself, and this provided an opportunity for the children to work with even more community partners. This was an ideal way of summing up the project and strengthening the relationship between the museum and the school. We organised a series of activities that all the children were able to take part in throughout the course of the day. And you can see examples of this. We had pottery demonstrations, we did some stop-motion animation, we built a scale model of the Temple of Zeus at Olympia, and various other different kinds of activities. As I mentioned, some kind of end product is an important element of any community curriculum project, and from the outset we planned an exhibition to showcase some of the creative work produced by the children in response to the Greek artefacts they'd encountered during the project. We placed children's artwork alongside some of the objects that had inspired them from the Shefton collection. And I think this is quite a powerful way of showing young people that we value their work and their contribution towards the museum. So these are actually on display in the gallery alongside objects already there. The Ancient Greek Community Curriculum produced a number of positive outcomes, not least a deeper understanding of ancient Greece by the children taking part. In addition, the skills they learned from looking at and handling objects are ones that can be transferred to other subjects. And we're going to take this project further, but I've run out of time. So I'll just leave you with that final slide. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, thank you very much.